Welcome to the Alignment Blueprint. I'm your host, Callie. I'm a holistic life and business strategist. I also happen to be extremely passionate about holistic healing and growth. With over 13 years of experience, I've worked with clients from all walks of life. I also know living an authentically aligned life in business and in health can be a little overwhelming. I'm here to break it down for you and take you on my journey to authentic alignment. Remember, the materials and content within this podcast are intended as general information only and are not to be considered a substitute for medical advice or treatment. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Alignment Blueprint. Today, it's just me, and we're going to be walking around my backyard and talking about the big scary thing because I wanted to share with all of you how scary it is to do the big scary thing and how I'm scared a lot of the time to do the big scary thing, but how I really take advantage of that scaredness and bring it to my power and really embrace it and really make it so I'm being the best me I can possibly be and growing. Because when we do the big scary thing, say share the post or press send on the email or whatever it is, we're really going outside of our comfort zone. And outside of our comfort zone is where we truly grow. Inside of our comfort zone is the place we stay safe and comfortable and warm. But outside of the comfort zone, outside of that box that we've placed ourselves in, there's so much growth. There's so much room for expansion. There's so much room for becoming the person you were meant to be. So today I really invite you to try to step outside of your box and do the big scary thing and take the chance on yourself because you are so worth it. And these are a few things that I do in order to practice doing the big scary thing. And that enables me to have the strength to do the big scary thing. But before I get to that, I want to share with you a story. Yesterday, I had shared something that I had poured my heart and soul into. I had absolutely poured my heart and soul into this project for the last week. And countless hours, frustration, love, dreams, all went into this. Patience, above all else, patience, and learning and growing as I went. But as I prepared to press send on share on my stories on Instagram, I was shaking. I was truly shaking. What if people didn't like this? What if people thought, who is she? Who does she think she is? But I press send anyway, because really when it comes down to it, it matters what I think about myself. It matters how I feel about myself. What really matters is that I get to look in the mirror every day and love the woman looking back at me. And pressing send on that story enabled me to do that. And it enabled me to take the big scary step. It enabled me to make myself really proud of everything I had worked on that last week. So I shared my new website. If you feel like going to check it out, it's callietony.com. I went over to Facebook. I shared it there, and I even posted when I shared. It's okay to share authentically. It's actually better, in my opinion, to share authentically. It's okay to share that you're scared. I shared, I don't know why this is so scary for me, but here it is. Here's the thing I've been working on. Let me know what you think. And the results came back beautifully. They came back with so much love and kindness and embracing my art and my creativity and what I had worked on so hard for the last week. And it was so worth it. It was so worth it. And even if it didn't, even if those results didn't come out that way and people didn't like it, it was still worth it because I love it. It's exactly what I needed and I wanted for a website and what I needed and wanted in my life and what I need and want from a program, from a website, from someone speaking to me. This is all what I need and want. And that's what I want to reach through my audience and through my words is what I needed. when I was starting out in business and in health. I needed someone to hold me. I needed someone to care for me. I needed a community to cheer me on. I needed the strategic steps, yes, but I more so needed the spirit behind it. So I'm telling you that story because I want to share with you that the other side of your comfort zone is beautiful and we truly grow there. And if we're not growing, what are we doing really? What are we doing? We're staying stagnant, and stagnant is not where the people that are listening to this podcast want to be. It's just not there. So, some steps that you can take. I would love you to honor your word to yourself. If you say you're going to do X, Y, and Z, do X, Y, and Z. Maybe it takes you a little longer. Maybe you don't do it at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Maybe you do it at 2 p.m. Maybe you do it when it fits into your schedule. Whenever you do it, just do it. Do the thing. Because that's going to build your confidence in yourself and that bravery muscle. It's a muscle that we have to work. It's just like working out. Think of doing a bicep curl. You're working your bicep. There's a bravery muscle that you have to exercise and work on consistently in order to be able to be brave and it be less scary. So another thing I would suggest you to do is do the things you say you're going to do. So we're doing the things we say we're going to do, and we're doing the things that we want to do authentically and in alignment with our lives. So what I mean here is when we get really clear on what an aligned life looks like to us and feels like to us, doing the things that are in alignment with that life are what we want to do. So doing the things that fill your cup, that help you on your healing journey, that grow your business, that put life's moments first. Those are the things that you want to do. You want to hang out with the people and places and experiences that are in alignment with that aligned life. And yes, you will lose people, places, and experiences. But what will come of it will be so much more beautiful. And you will have a grieving process to it. There's always grief in losing anything. But what comes after losing those things and gaining aligned people, places, and experiences, it's a stunning experience. It's the best experience. It's the happiest I've ever been. And that's coming from someone who's grieving immensely every day. I'm still the happiest I've ever been because I've chosen to live an aligned life and do the things that are in alignment with that aligned life. So, for instance, if you say you want to stop hanging out at bars so much, this is just an example because it's what I went through. If you say you want to stop hanging out at bars so much and you continue to go to bars and you know bars aren't serving your life, they're not serving your purpose, they're not serving your mission, they're not serving your passion, but you continue to go because it's comfortable and it's safe. And you know the people that are going to be there. This is not living in alignment with the life that you want to live. This is not going to make you proud. This is not going to push you outside of your comfort zone. So switch it up. Try something different that you love. Go for a hike. Go golfing. Go shopping. I don't care what it is. Do something that you love with people that want to do it with you. See how that feels in your body when you just think about that and experience that feeling of doing something like that. And then the last thing I would have you do would be to get really clear on what authenticity means to you. So ask yourself, who am I at my core? What are my core values? Make a list. Write it down in your phone or on a notebook. What are some of your core values? Is it integrity? Is it strength? Is it family? Is it love? Is it sharing your message? Is it growth? and then live in alignment with that authentic way of living, with that authentic self that you are at your core. Because truly, the right people are going to love us for exactly who we are. And when we choose to live authentically and in alignment, it makes it so much easier to be brave, to do the big scary thing, to take the chance on ourselves, because it builds not only our bravery muscle, but our confidence muscle. And that's what I'm hoping for you. That you start to exercise that bravery muscle and that confidence muscle, and you get more in touch with yourself, who you truly are at your core, and you fall in love with that woman or that person, whoever's looking back at you in the mirror, whatever she is. I want you to fall in love with her. And by doing these small, subtle shifts over time, that will happen. So I just want you to, the last thing I'd love you to do is ask yourself this question. What is one big, scary thing I can do today to step outside of my comfort zone? Maybe it's go for a walk. Maybe it's hit the gym. Maybe it's put on that outfit that makes you feel really good, but it's a little out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's share that post. Whatever it is, I want you to share it. I want you to do it. I want you to be it. And I want you to love yourself for being so brave. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Alignment Blueprint. I hope you enjoyed this episode with me, and I will see you next time. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the Alignment Blueprint. I hope you enjoyed and got at least one takeaway. Liking what you hear? Subscribe to this podcast on whatever platform you listen from. And don't forget to join me over on Instagram at CalliTony_. That's at CALLITONY_. Talk soon.